All right. Okay. Everybody hear me? Let me see. Get the comments over here. All right. I got to get the chat. I got to get the regular chat up. Hold on. All right. Hello, everybody. Hey, it's been a while. Um, let me go ahead and get my get this. All right. Let me get the chat taken care of. All right. So, how's everybody doing? Let's see. Why is this not working? Okay. All right. So, it's good to see that everybody is. I'll get to you. This has been a while, huh? All right. Let's see. There we go. All right. Embellish Podcast, Donner Pass Whiskey, Slapshot. Good to see you guys. It'll be, I haven't done this in a while, so it'll be a couple seconds. Let's see if I can get something posted here. All right. See. So, how's everybody doing? And what are y'all partaking in this evening? Let's see. Here we go. There we go. So, hello. Yeah. So since Cheech, I wasn't sure. I didn't talk to Cheech at all today. I was a little busy, so I wasn't sure he's going to be here. So let's see. Mayor Pingree. That's good. I like Mayor Pingree. As a matter of fact, no, it's not over here. I don't think. I think it's in the cabinet. Yeah, I don't have it over here. Or else I'd go ahead and pour over too. Yeah, cheers. So, I can't see how many people are actually here. Hold on. All right. So it says there's 7 people here, and I see 3 people in the chat. So, even if you're lurking or whatever, just say hi, so I know you're here, and I can go ahead and talk to y'all. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll put the link. I'll pin the link here in a second. All right. There's a link, and we'll go ahead and pin that. All right. Rye Guy. Hey, how's it going? Tim Evans, good to see you. Old Scout. All right. If anybody wants to join Brian, Slapshot, anybody else that wants to jump on, go ahead and you can click the link. And then we'll go ahead and talk. So, yeah, it's been a while. This is weird. I talk so much on everybody else's and stuff, and I do mine, and I start losing it. But I figure I go on for a little while since Cheech is on vacation. Everybody's used to at least have somebody to go ahead and have a drink with and hang out with and stuff like that. So, right. Hello again, Rye Guy. Hi. Long row. Okay, well, since you're going to go ahead and pour a scotch, let's see. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and pour me a little Dalwhinnie 15. Yeah, I was. This is actually everywhere I go. This is like $85. This Dalwhinnie 15. It's like $80. Went to Trader Joe's, and every Trader Joe's I went, hey Nick, what's going on? Every Trader Joe's I've gone into, it's $45. So I was like, yes, please. So I grabbed one, and I have another bottle on the way. A friend decided to see what I wanted, if I wanted anything, and I was like, well, if you want to help out the channel or whatever. I said, yeah, just grab me a Dalwhinnie 15 at Trader Joe's. It's a good bottle, and I could use it backup. So, but so Mr. Whiskey Shits, what's going on? Yeah, so it's pinned up at the top if y'all want to jump on for a few minutes. That includes you too, Nick. I would say invite Mrs. Proman, but then because I just said Mrs. Proman, she'll kill me. So, but yeah, so let's see. I have 2 bottles coming tomorrow. I have the Whack Morris and the Macho Man from the Westland, and the Bull Run from Mash and Journey. So, Big Vic, what's going on? You know what? That's a good question there, Nick. I've only had it once and I liked it, but just as when I finish this up, I'll go grab the bottle, and I'll go ahead and do a live. Go ahead and taste it. I'm not. I've never really been a big into Johnny Walker. A lot or many blended scotches, but things have been getting better. And then, like, I guess it's because the very first Johnny Walker I was ever given was Red, Johnny Walker Red. I mean, it's okay, I guess. Hey, Trish, what's going on? Oh yeah, February 1st. I mean, Scott Pigsley gets to drink too if he's around. But the when it comes to the Johnny Walkers, I've had some black. I've never had double black. I had a pour of blue. I don't think it's all that special. I did get a hey, what's up, Steve Burkow? What you call it? I had the fifth. Was it 15? The green label, and I have to agree with Jack from the Hood Sommelier and Jason and stuff like that from Mash and Journey. I think that's the best Johnny Walker that they make is the green label. Oh, all right. Good night, Big Fig. Yeah. Yes, she is drinking. It's February 1st. Yeah, so that green, I'm not a big peat guy at all, but that koala that's in there is just, I mean, I've only had, like I said, a sample of it, but it was really nice. I really liked that. So for you, Mr. Nick, give me a second. Nick, you're in charge. Give me a second. There we go. All right, sorry about that, guys. But for you, Mr. Nick, let's go ahead and do this. It shouldn't be Nick Promo. That's funny. But yeah, I mean, y'all ain't got to be shy if you want to come on. If you want to talk, keep me company. I don't know really how long I'll be on. Probably right around an hour, I figure. But it always turns into something else. But yeah, this is that high rye. Johnny Walker. If anybody hasn't seen it. Yeah, it's see, rich and rounded blend of whiskeys crafted from rye, barley, and wheat, married with the finest single malts. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Okay, so here's what it says. It says the nose, sweet wood spice, fresh cut fruit, and creamy vanilla. Gee, I've never heard those notes before. Taste, green apple, rich toffee, and dried clove. And then finish, dry rye spice. So it does on this. It does not say what the blend is. I don't think. No, it does not. Oh, this is Cardew, Cameron Bridge, Tianic, Koila, Kleinlich, or Tinanik, or whatever, and then Glenkichi. Glenkichi are the distilleries blended in this one. See, the only thing I can say about like with the Johnny Walkers is you don't get a whole lot of like the Band-Aids or anything like that. That some of the scotches and everything else. Damn you! It's not like super strong, right? I mean, there's nothing that burns your nose or anything like that, obviously. Because so wait, anyone try the Pursuit United Rye? No, actually, I haven't. I haven't had anything from them. Let's see. I want to come on, but I don't think. I think I have. That's okay, Slapshot. No big deal. I mean, if nobody comes on, nobody comes on. You know. But let's see. You know, Shits. If Shits isn't, if he's still around and he's not to the wind, maybe he'll come on. But it smells real. I mean, it smells really freaking good. I mean, I get the vanilla. I get the creamy vanilla, like it says. It's not really a burn. Hey, what's up, Stall? if you're willing to jump on, it's pinned at the top. And you can smell the rye. I mean, you can smell that. You can smell that rye. This is actually really nice. Because I like rye bourbons and regular rye and high rye bourbons. So you know what, Nick? This is it's 90 proof. And I actually would have to say, if you like high rye bourbons, it's a little. I mean, it's still Scotch, but it's really, really close to like a high rye low proof bourbon, or rye, I want to say it's like $28 too, or somewhere around there. 20. I think I paid because I got this the day it came out at. I want to say Costco was right. Yeah, actually, I did. I got this at Costco. It was like 20. I want to say 28 or 25, something like that. I like that. I'm gonna have to go get me another bottle to back that one up. I got so much stuff. I mean, so many different bottles and stuff. I don't get back to a lot of them. So, has anybody else tried the Matt's Nightmare Before Riffmas? The new riff pick that he had, because I have it. I opened it up for the first time the other night. Caps fan or anti-fan. So yeah, yeah, I haven't been following hockey I was a Avalanche fan. I haven't really followed hockey this year so far. Been a little busy with a few things. Um, but see. Hey, what's up, Ruben? Bourbon Beginnings. How you doing? I think yeah, okay. Had a procedure today out of it tonight. Oh, that's right. I forgot about your procedure. We don't need to know about that one. You can keep all that the details to yourself. But let's see. So so now it's February. Dry January is over. I wasn't participating, but I mean, I cut down my drinking to only drinking on days that end in Y. No, I'm just kidding. To if I did a live stream, I had a couple drinks. So I did some stuff. I drank a couple with 21090 when I did 21090. Some live wire, some Cheech, stuff like that. But I've kind of other than maybe a 21090 or even just like tonight for whatever, I've kind of stopped drinking during the weekdays. Only because I've been working 12-hour days and having to be at work at 4 in the morning. So getting hammered and trying to get up at 4 in the morning and then working on machinery all day just doesn't work like that. So, but the weekends have been good. Hey, Scott Pigsley, what's going on? Hey, how you doing? It's February 1st, Scott Pigsley. If you want to pin to the top, if you want to come on, Scott, or anybody else. Let's get I'm not gonna get lit. I'm probably only gonna have a couple pours. I just had a little bit of that Johnny Walker High Rye. Nick, if my what I talked about with the isn't enough for you, we can talk about it like at another time. This is the first my own live I've done in a really long time, so I'm a little bit out of it, off a little bit. Oh yes. Yep. So I don't know who all participated in dry January. I know Trish was doing it. Well, non-whiskey February. She was drinking. She might have had some wine. Yeah. But is that really drinking? But then I knew Scott was doing it. Was there anybody else that was dry for January that's taking tomorrow off and getting slammered tonight? Hey, Zachary Jones, how you doing? Yeah, I don't know how many people were actually want to. Hey, 18. That's good. Hey, JD, what's going on? How you doing, buddy? So JD is also resetting. He's been really busy at work and stuff. Some new stuff going on with him. As a matter of fact, he was here in December. I had spent some time with him, some friends of his. Went over and we kind of did like a bottle flight, I guess you say, where we had dinner. His friend barbecued and everything, and his wife and their friends, cooked sides and stuff, and then I got to try Polish moonshine, I guess is what it is, or whatever. It was made with prunes. So, but it was really, really good. And then we sat down and went through some bottles and everything else. And a few of the bottles I had never seen before. Spirit Works, a Spirit Works bourbon, I believe it's bourbon. A Woody Creek Rye. I brought my Starward pick. He had a Starward pick from K&L that he tried. I brought a brand new one from El Cerrito that he tried with this, and he really liked that one. Jack Daniels, we tried the bottled in bond. I still have to send that bottle off to Whiskey Samurai so that he can have it for his collection. And then, we went through what was it? Both the new Rocket Top and Grizzly, the new. I can't remember the damn distillery. If anybody can throw it up there. Oh, Redwood Empire. The new Redwood Empires. I have to honestly say that the Rocket Top, I liked it better than the Grizzly. The Grizzly, basically, it's just it was just a 100 proof version of Pipe Dream. Price wise, I don't think that I would go out and pay what they want for it. Rocket Top, it's another one. Okay, thanks, JD. Yeah. So, and then see, what was it? Oh, we had that Blue Run High Rye, and it actually ended up being out of I think it was like 13 bottles that we had. It ended up being like last. It was not. We weren't too. Both of us were not very impressed with it. Some of the better ones was like that. That Woody Creek Rye was really, really good. There's a few people that I've seen that have bashed the Woody Creek bourbon, but the Woody Creek Rye was really good. This, like I said, the Spirit Works was really good, and JD loves supporting California distilleries and stuff like that. So that's where like Distillworks comes from. I can't remember what part of California it is, but yeah, so had a great time hanging out with him. And then about a week later ish, right before he left, I went and stayed out there in Palm Desert, and we tried a lot of stuff. I don't even remember the whole list of everything. I got it written down somewhere. I'll talk about it some other time or whatever. But he just built a bar. If you follow his Instagram, you'll see it. There was a couple little short videos that came up when I was there, and we had a lot of fun. Drank a lot of good stuff. JD's freaking cool. His wife is awesome. Daughter didn't really talk to us a whole lot. So, but yeah. Oh yeah, Polish. That was the Polish rye. We had that Obtainium Polish rye. It was a specific bottle that he had, and wow, it was it was amazing. So yeah, I will get one again. I will go ahead and get a bottle of that sometime pretty soon. And then I got to try Glen Scotia 10-year Polish only release, and then luckily I got a sample of that, and then some Bimber, which is really another one that was really hard to you don't see a whole lot of. I got some samples of stuff that we poured there and everything else. And then trying to think what the other ones, some tomfoolery, which I hadn't had before. So that was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to him coming back out here sometime this year. He thought maybe in April, but I don't know. He just kind of got a promotion and some other stuff going on at work, so that probably will be rescheduled. But had a great time. He's freaking cool. He's a cool dude. Anthony, how you doing? Um, if you're not two sheets, 6 sheets to the wind, 2 sheets to the wind, it's pinned at the top, buddy. If you want to jump on. Let's see, and then let's see. Oh, hey, yeah. Then Steve Burkow, how you doing, buddy? So let's see. Oh, and thank you to everybody that I invited. Some people that were my Facebook friends, or whatever, that I invited to Bourbon Real Talk. Guy's got a great channel. If you ever get a chance to sit down there and watch it, if you ever watch some of his stuff, his whole goal is to bring the community together. Just like he fits right in with what we do, how we go about what we do, and he wanted to try to see how many people he could try to get to that page on Facebook. And then when I joined last week, there was just over right around, I want to say 1,600 people, right around there. And now it's like almost 2,600 people in just a few days. So thank you for it's a really good community. I thought was funny was that Austin Hubbard, if anybody doesn't know who that is, that's Bourbon Santa. I invited him and he joined the group, and he came on and said, "Look, I'm kind of I guess people don't know his real name in the group, so he put I'm new to the group. I'm new to whiskey, blah, blah, blah. Does anybody have any suggestions about how to build a collection?" And he got 20, 30 different people giving him all this advice. And then he sent me a message yesterday saying thank you for inviting him to the group, because it's an awesome group, whatever like that. They didn't even recognize that he was Bourbon Santa. And it was really fun to watch them interact with them. Welcome to the group. Basically tell them, if you need any help, contact me, blah, blah, blah. Really good people over there. And then I have to shout out Bourbon Beginnings. If you go, he's doing a bourbon bowl. It's $2 per square. And you can go right now, you can max out at 2 squares. There's 100. He's doing the just like a regular Super Bowl deal, 0 through 9. But instead of cash going out, and that it's each quarter the winner gets a bottle. And then the first, second, third, I can't remember. They haven't made the order yet. But the fourth quarter, I believe you'll have a choice of a barrel, EC barrel proof, a Penelope barrel strength, and a Booker's. So whoever wins at the end of the game will get a choice to be able to pick one of those 3 bottles. $2 per square. You just need to go over and join Bourbon Beginnings Facebook page. And then if you go and watch the video from Sunday, it explains everything. And then you can contact Ruben or Christina and go ahead and jump on that. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, you just got off work, huh? So that means you're ready to have a drink and relax. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I forgot JD. It says JD's over in Europe. I'm going to say Lithuania. I'm going to be wrong. I know I am. But, yeah. So he's just starting work right now. So I'm going to have a little bit of a New Riff single barrel. The Nightmare Before Christmas. pick from Matt, the Sleep Screamer. It's 106.2 proof from New Riff. Yes, Lithuania. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, I'm kind of okay. That's no problem, Anthony. Oh yeah. That's a good one, Steve. You know what? I forgot you can do this. So Steve Burkow says Bourbon Santa, his 2-part series on the truth in disclosing what is in the bottle and how it is made is good times. If you have not have you not watched that video yet? 2-part series of the biggest scam in whiskey. It's called, I believe it is. He goes through the whole process of what legally can be done to finish for barrel finishings, and how I'm not going to call out their name, but they're named after their name is the same as a 70s sitcom that starred J.J. Walker. Has their finishes with like the honey, the blackberry, the raspberry, and all sort of stuff that everybody's like really getting all hyped on. He goes through the whole like process of how they go about going through it, and that the juice that they're taking, and then adding this to it, and then all of a sudden they're charging. I mean, what they charge for the bottles. So basically, he goes through a whole, and it's not just them. He goes through and explains that there's a lot of different people that are doing it, but it's a very, very probably I'd have to say one of my favorite information videos on whiskey that I've seen in a long time. And that's on Bourbon Santa on YouTube. Let's see, and don't forget to smash that like button. What's it? All like 17 of us, all 17 of you, smash that damn like button. Let's see, what is it? Hey, I got 13 of them. Hey, it works for me. But yeah, so now I kind of want Scott Pigsley to come on and have a drink with me since he's been dry and he's been flashing all these freaking bottles of his. Oh, this is what I'm gonna drink when I can drink again. Oh, this is, but I'm not gonna force anybody on or anything. But so I'm gonna ask, what is, if you were anticipating something this year, and I'm gonna say no, even just the beginning of this year, the first quarter. What is there something that that's coming out in the next, say, between now and the end of March or April, beginning of the year, that you're really, really looking forward to? Even if it's like somebody that's doing a pick that you want to get a hold of. Is there anything specific that you just can't wait for it to come out, or that it is out and you're just waiting for the right time and the right amount of money to be saved up to go buy that bottle? Yeah, I knew what JD's number was before he even put what he was going to say before he even put it up. I know that. Yeah. But I'll go ahead. What I'll do now is I'll go ahead and I'll bring on somebody real quick here. He can actually explain the Bourbon Bowl to you. Here's Ruben from Bourbon Beginnings. What's up, buddy?
How you doing, Stanley?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Hey, you were talking about what's coming out that I might be trying to look for.
Yeah.
You see Jack Daniels is coming out with a 13, 15, and 18.
Yeah, so I saw the I was on Instagram, and what was it, Coming Whiskey or somebody like that put out that there was doing a 12, 13, 15, and 18 year Jack Daniels. And and they're all different colored. They're all black. Well, okay. I mean, if they're mock-ups, so we don't know what the actual label is going to look like, but it was just look like a standard Jack Daniels label, but the lettering was different colors on the 4 bottles. Yeah, I mean that's something that, because of what Jack Daniels has done over the last couple of years, since the Heritages started coming out a few years ago, with the single barrel selects and everything else, everything that hasn't been just old number 7 has been freaking great. The bottled in bond was surprisingly really, really good. I haven't had the 10-year yet, but I've heard it's it's good.
I'll get you some. I'll get you some.
Oh, you have a 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good. It is good. Would I pay over secondary? No. $70 is pushing what they want for it. To me, I'm not a big Jack fan. Now the Coy Hill, I'm willing to pay up to 150 to 200 for that. I won't pay more.
Yeah, you're still not going to find it. Not at that, even at that price. I mean, some of the places I've been, I mean, out here it's like $500. $500
I keep seeing it for 500 to 600 now.
Yeah, but
see, I found my first bottle for 70.
Yeah.
The guy got 2 more bottles in. I was going to get one. He wants 500 now.
Myself personally, I'm kind of looking forward to A122 already just came out this week, within the last week and a half. But everybody's anticipating that thing. Was it JD Bourbon Approach? Where is he at? There he is. He's a fan of the Glen Scotia. It's a Scotch and everything else, but one of the releases that's very hard. It's only specific to a specific time of year. Only one time to get it. It's only, it's very hard to come by. So he being over in Europe, it's a little bit easier for him to grab. But that's his. He loves the festival, the Glen Scotia festivals. And then let's see anybody else got anything up here? Oh yeah, freaking Steve Burkhow's in the middle of moving. He just said that let's see, a few weeks out from completing a move, took almost all my collection over yesterday, 200-ish bottles. Yeah, that would, if I had to move, that would probably be about around where I'm at too. Yeah, speaking of collections that have grown drastically, when you started Bourbon Beginnings, I think I was one of, probably within like a month or two when you started the Facebook channel, that I was one of those guys
You
that
were the
jumped
first
on.
one.
Yeah, you literally you've
I was
already
more Dodger stuff up here than anything.
Well, there's still a lot of bottles and stuff, but I'm just saying, like right now, all your shelves are filled with bottles and Dodger memorabilia. And now you're having to set stuff off to the side because you're afraid that it's going to fall off and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
So
another thing. Is it true about a gold spot?
Oh, Gold Spot? Yeah. Yeah. That was the one that actually that's the one that if you're on Instagram, if you follow Coming Whiskey, it's kind of like every time something else is new or a TTB thing has happened where they've approved a label for the States, he kind of throws it up there. He put out the Gold Spot a couple days ago, and then I went online and looked around, and it seems that it is something that's going to be real. So, I mean,
Are you looking for it?
I don't. You know what? Truthfully, I've never had a spot.
I had the blue spot.
Oh, you do you?
I had the blue spot. It's good. I'm going to say it's good, but I'm not an Irish guy.
Yeah.
So for not being an Irish guy and enjoying what I did taste, has you wonder what the Gold Spot would taste like.
Yeah. I've never had a spot. I've started collecting more scotches and more Irish, started to try to get some more Irish stuff. Like I just got and I'm pretty much kind of limiting myself to what I purchase when it comes to that because I don't want to start going down too big of a rabbit hole. But like I just bought this like Rowan Company Irish from I got it at Costco for $25. So I thought, hey, I give it a shot. I'm just kind of just starting to go down the Irish thing. I mean, I've got like a few different red breasts and the standard like Jameson stuff and some Bushmill stuff and everything else, but nothing too extravagant on the Irish side of it. But someday I'll go ahead and get a couple, get a spot or two, and maybe the gold spot will be on the horizon eventually.
All right.
But so the only thing that I've kind of thought about that I really want to see if there's going to be a difference is the stag. Would they drop the junior and just change the stag? I'm just wondering if they're changing the whole brand or just changing a name. So that first bottle is going to be like, is it still going to be that 120 plus to 130 plus, that 123 to 135 ish bottle, just like Stag Junior, just changed the name, or is it a whole revamp and they're going to go, they're going to have, is going to be a big range of, different proofs. I mean, I don't want them to take a Stag Junior back down below 118.
Right.
But, if they do, there's, that, and there's, I'm trying to think what else is coming out off the top of my head. I don't, when it comes to like the Remuses and stuff like that, I'm not, I got my first Remus, which was 5. I'm still trying to love it. I like it. Don't love it yet. So I'm not really, I'm kind of like more anticipating picks than I mean, what are people going to do for picks and stuff? Because now that like the bull run, I just got the bull, it got to, I have to pick it up tomorrow. The Jeffrey Wack one from Mash and Journey. And then I'm really looking forward to Livewire's pick, that Jepson's with Storytime. I haven't really got any kind of update from Storytime about what's on the horizon, but I know that the picks that I have from Storytime, that it's Sexual Chocolate, is freaking awesome. So it's just like one of those things where I kind of really am hoping that I think the thing this year I'm going to most anticipate though is what Pingree is going to come out with, and if I can get a hold of one.
Right.
Because I can get a hold of the red label, like the 6-year or whatever. Pretty much, you can get that off of a lot of the websites with, like, I would say was it Bourbon Outfitter, Internet Wines, and a few other ones. You can get a Pingree, but it's like the regular, everyday orange label or whatever red label it is. I know Benny's still does some. There's a lot of places do store picks, but it's kind of hard to get a hold of some of those Pingree store picks. But I'm trying to think, what's your go-to? What's your, like, if you had to pick a favorite all the time freaking drinker?
My everyday?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Weller Special Reserve.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
And then I go into. I get these from a buddy, and it's Buffalo Trace store picks.
Yeah, I got a couple of the store picks. I'm not a huge fan of just like the standard Buffalo Trace.
You can find good ones once in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're far and few.
Yeah. Just real quick, Steve Burkow. Where is it at? Let's see. Oh, so the spots are Irish. There you got You got green spot, red spot, yellow spot, then blue spot, which is the bourbon cask finish, Irish. That was a blue spot was American. I want to say it was American only release, but because I didn't know anybody else, I thought it was it was just a U.S. release. But green spot has a couple of finishes, different finishes. I can't remember all what they are, and I think yellow spot has a couple finishes. I only know of one offering of red spot, but no, none of them are peated. They're just standard Irish whiskeys. When you get if you're looking for something that might be peated, Irish wise, then you're going to want to go with Connemara. Connemara is a light. Well, compared to some Scotch, is a lightly peated Irish whiskey. And I'm trying to think what else. There's a couple of other ones. I'll figure it out and I'll get back to you if you really are looking for like a Irish peated. Yeah, Steve Burkow. Bourbon Beginnings, where are you located?
Steve?
Yeah. Heard Dodger. Oh, he's in Cali.
Oh, yeah. Far north of, on the northern side of LA County.
You're going to say northern side of LA County.
I am. You Let's go about another 10 miles, you're in Kern County.
Okay. Okay. Yes, you are. But let's just say he lives in the middle of nowhere.
Middle of tumbleweeds.
Yeah. He's not that far from SpaceX. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. No, not that far from where the space shuttle used to land.
Yeah. But yeah, he's in the he's up in the high desert. Even what's really bad is that my cousin lives in Hesperia, and it's still like an hour away from being able to, or like 45 minutes to an hour to meet up with.
Yeah, about 45
with Ruben, and we met up like halfway when I met up with him, and it was still like a 30 or 35 minute drive from where I was
meet up again.
Yes. So
I'll bring you all these.
My plan is possibly Super Bowl weekend, but I believe you guys are going to be out of town, though, right?
I'll be in Laughlin, but next weekend I'll be down in the Fontana area, which I'll most likely end up going to Cerritos.
Okay, well,
that's actually Friday.
Till Friday. Oh, okay.
Friday late evening. Can you do that?
As long as it's after 3 in the afternoon, I should be able to do that.
It should be.
Okay.
I'll text you and let you know.
All right. Because I need to go to it's payday. Darn, that sucks that next Friday is payday. And I go to El Cerrito. No, I got one bottle that's sitting there waiting for me, I think. I'm trying to think of what it is. But yeah, so yeah, I could do that. If not, then we'll figure out something. Do you still have you have your son still in Corona?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be why you're going.
If anything, I'll just leave the stuff with him, and one day you can meet up with him.
Oh, you don't have to do it. It's been so long already.
No, man. It's been so long. I actually forgot to label those samples. My first few BJ picks that I don't even know which one's which.
Well, I guess I'll be blinding it and then describing it, and then you can tell me what the hell it was.
Right?
Yeah. So, but yeah, so there's a new. I'll have to send it to you, but there's a group, an Inland Empire whiskey group that I just joined the other day. Steve Burkow's part of it too. I'm trying to think what the name is off the top of my head, but I just put a thing on there and said, "Hey, anybody in the Redlands area, maybe we can do a meetup." And like 7 or 8 people were like, I live down the street from you. I'm like, oh,
Right.
okay. Cool. So at least I'll have some people to meet up, other people out closer to me instead of having to always, like, if I want to, like right now, I can meet up with you in Corona. It's not, I don't really care. That's fine. But like, if I want to meet up with like Big Vic or anybody like that, then like Tito, we can meet up at Cerrito.
Oh, that's Cerritos, yeah.
Right. No big deal. But like most of the other people that I know in the community from Instagram are all Orange County. So I got to drive all the way down to Tustin, or I got to drive down to whatever to meet up. And it's like, because they don't really come out this way a whole lot. And if there's 8 of them meeting up, they don't want to have 8 people come out here just because I'm the one guy that'll drive there. So, but there you go. It's IE Bourbon and Scotch Society.
Mm-hmm.
So it's on Facebook. So you should go ahead and check it out. And then I'm trying to think how many people are in it, but it's a pretty decent sized group. It's actually El Cerrito. It's one of Jazz's other groups outside of El Cerrito. So trying to grow that a little bit. Yes, Steve, I am. I do like smoke wagons. I don't collect them or anything. I am not John Mendoza, but I do like a smoke wagon. Truthfully, my favorite is just the standard smoke wagon. Not small batch, not uncut, unfiltered, just the regular old smoke wagon whiskey I love to death, because that one in particular to me tastes like sarsaparilla, like old school real sarsaparilla, not so. And and uncut and filtered in small batch have that little hint of it, but this one, the straight bourbon whiskey is to me has a real, yeah,
really,
yeah. I think it has a real good, like a real sarsaparilla s taste to it.
Huh. I don't think I've had that one. I've gotten plenty of bottles and gave them away.
So what? That's the Halloween one, and you didn't open it up because you collect the bottle.
No, I give them away.
Oh, okay.
I sent one to Texas. I have
Kevin?
that one. Yeah. And I seen the 4th of July one, walked in. I don't know why I didn't get it. And it turns out that's the only one Kevin needs. He's got the Halloween, he's got the Christmas. He just needed the 4th of July, and I passed it up.
I'm trying to think. I know there's somebody that still has one of those somewhere. Like a store that still actually has the red, white, and blue ones.
Right.
I'm trying to think of what it is. Because I know Jazz still has he still has, when I went there last month, he still had some of the Halloween and the Christmas ones, but I don't think he had any of the 4th of July ones left over. But I'm trying to think who it is. If I see one, I'll grab it, and then I'll tell you I got it.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
I opened it.
Yeah, you guys. I saw you guys. You filed. Well, did you open it on Sunday or no? Or was it?
Yeah, it was Sunday.
What do you think?
Real spearmint tasting.
Yeah, it is different.
I'm not a big fan. I mean, it's better than the pine that I get on a lot of other ryes. And I realized I don't think I'm a big rye guy.
Yeah. Truthfully, with like with ryes, I mean, I like ryes. It just depends. It's all sometimes barely ryes, like rye things that are just barely a rye, so they're 51%, so they're considered to be a rye. Some people like those a little bit more because they're not really.
Well, when it's 100% rye, that's when you get the mint, huh?
Oh, dude, if it's 100% rye, that's when you get like you getting all the freaking
the pine tree and all that.
Yeah.
That's a
95.5 MGP, depending on which rye it is actually, I like it. It's some people don't particularly care for it. I'll throw together some rye, some ryes for you, and then let you try some other stuff you might not have had. I've got some like bone snappers.
I got a few ryes for you. I got Sean's Wilderness Trail, straight pine tree. I got Coolwood limited edition Canadian rye, straight pine tree. That Yippee-Ki-Yay, spearmint.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you'll like them.
Well, the Yippee-Ki-Yay, the Yippee-Ki-Yay, is that the wait? Did you get that? You didn't get that from me, did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, that's right. That's the bottle I got that you gave, that I bought, that I got you that one day. Yeah, I have. So you got the one. You have the one bottle I gave my friend. I traded with one of my friends down in Orange County another one of my bottles to get a 2018 bottle. So I still have that, and then I have my original bottle that's about halfway gone. It's like one of those things that I know that once it's gone for good, because they're really super hard to come by. So I'm just kind of like every once in a while, hey, you know what? I haven't had Yippee-Ki-Yay in a month or two. I'll take a little 1 ounce sample or whatever and drink it. Hey, what's up, Deathless Dogs? So
Deathless Dogs. Hey, they go live tonight?
Not sure.
I swear I subbed to them, and I still don't get notifications.
Really?
Yeah. I got to go back in there and see. And I know every time I sub, I hit the bell.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm subscribed and I get the bell. You know what? I haven't got a notification from them in a while either. I don't think they went live tonight, but oh, dude, they're like at 9:43. They need 57 subs. You still there? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I flipped over. So, say something, Ruben.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
I'm just making. I thought maybe you dropped out for a second.
No, I'm here. I was listening to you.
Yeah. They got a new video. So yeah, new video. They didn't go live tonight. New video tomorrow at noon. What are you reviewing tomorrow, there, Mr. Deathless Dan? So I've been working on a couple things here and there. Nothing like super. I haven't worked on anything like really, really hard the last couple weeks. Like I said, I've been working 12-hour days for the last 2 or 3 weeks and 6 days a week, except for last weekend we were lucky enough they let us off Saturday. But we're just now recovering from about almost 40% of the staff at my work all coming down with COVID at the same time. So they're just now starting to come back now, and we're starting to get more people and stuff like that. So I should be back to a normal, doing a list of good, readily available. But okay. So people are now starting to come back. So it should be, hopefully over the next couple weeks, should go back to a kind of a normal schedule, so I can start putting a little bit more extra effort into some stuff. Let's see. What's that? See, Cypress Craft. Here we go. Cypress Craft has an Old Pepper Finest Kentucky Oak. Hold on. It wouldn't be. This is. You all right, Ruben?
No, I inhaled it.
What were you drinking?
Fucking Savant.
Oh, the new one, the newest, latest, and greatest.
Yeah, I finished whatever little was in the bottom, and I inhaled it. Oh shit! Oh, you want to bring tears to your eyes? Inhale it.
Well, I would just seeing Dan on the bottle brings tears to my eyes.
Yeah, I know. I know. Sean needs to get him back for that.
Yeah, so
When I'm done with the bottle, I'll put it out on my porch and shoot it with my paintball gun. Shit.
you
Oh,
should, if you were to do that, okay. If you were to actually do that,
I got to
would.
live it, huh?
You got number one, you got to live it, and then you got to make sure that you contact Sean that you're doing it, so that he watches it, and then he'll go ahead and bring it up on the stream and show Dan. Oh, by the way,
Right. Sean will be like, but that ain't the way it's done. He'll take a bottle out to the bush and blow it up. Man, that shit almost killed me. Anyways,
so you were you still working at the same place, doing the same
yes,
thing?
I am. Yeah.
Cool. Were you working tonight or?
No, I worked this morning.
Oh, okay.
So
Let me guess, your significant other already went to bed?
oh yeah. No, she goes to bed at 8:00. She wakes up at 4 a.m. She works out and lifts weights till about 5:30 in the morning. Then she takes her shower, gets dressed, and goes to work.
She's still working the district for the district, or?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, no, because some people after all the COVID stuff, some people didn't go back. So it was like,
hey, I told her if I had your drive and whiskey, honey, I'd have every fucking bottle out there.
You'd be like, we'd be really broke. Speaking of KO9, I'm gonna have a little KO12.
That one pisses me off.
KC12. Excuse me.
That one pisses me off. My store that was out here when I first started 2 years ago, I could go in that store. Remember, I told you that's why I got the yippee from him. He had it for MSRP, and then the minute they stopped making it, he took it to 175, 200. He had that Knob Creek 12 forever for $56. Nobody bought it. I bought one bottle. Bam. I looked every day I went in, it was there. Didn't go for months. Went back just 2 days ago to go get another bottle. They're now $100.
Is that just the 100 proof 12, or is that cast strength?
100 proof.
Okay. Because I was going to tell you, if you happen, I've been looking for a cast strength Knob Creek 12.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
The one with the little button, right?
If you're anywhere, Texas, freaking Vegas, or whatever, and you see a cast strength 12, after you buy yours, text me and I'll because I like to get that. I mean, I have pretty much I've got 9 store picks. I've got 9 cast strengths. I've got rye store picks. Someone's gonna supposedly sending me a rye cast strength, and then I've got like the 15, this year's the KO2, KCO2. So it's kind of like I didn't purposely start collecting Knob Creeks. I just happened to be like, oh, wait a second, that Knob Creek freaking 120 proof 9-year they're on sale for $56. I better get it while I can, because I mean,
right.
So, but I'd have to say I've been kind of trying to shy away from like those more expensive bottles and stuff. I think the only bottle I bought that was anywhere near, I did buy the Westland from Nash and Journey, which was $99, but I've never had a Westland, and whatever, and they're expensive as hell anyway. But the only other thing I've bought in a while that was even close to 100 was this Redemption 10-year high rye.
I seen that, and I thought about getting it, and I shied away. Did I make a mistake?
It's Adam's. It's Whiskey Shit's favorite freaking. It was like his favorite whiskey. Period.
Okay,
I like
then I didn't make a mistake.
it. No, I like it, and I'm not disappointed that I went and bought it for $89. What's funny is right is that this is the 10-year high rye bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
The 9-year straight bourbon is $100, but the
Okay.
10-year high rye is 89.
Really?
Yeah, and then but I really like it, and it's 114. Yeah, it's a 10-year barrel proof, and it's 114.4. It's a nice 114. It's like, it's not too super proofy, but it tells
Still
you it's
has a
there.
nice,
Yeah,
yeah.
it tells you it's there. And for $89, I was like, screw it, I'm gonna get it. And then because the thing is too is that I don't know that these are coming back. Because for a while there we couldn't find Adam had them, and then he couldn't find them, and he was like, hey, have you seen any? And I was like, no, dude, I saw like one bottle like 3 months ago. Then all of a sudden, like, was it like a month or so ago, a bunch of them showed up here, and at Total Wines was the only place that had them for some reason. And so I got a bottle the other day. I went back 2 days later, and when I went there was 7 bottles the first time. I went back, and the reason I bought it was because they were down. There was no more on the shelf. And I was like, damn. And then I happened to dig through the 9 years and find that somebody had put a 10-year at the very back of them. And so I grabbed it, bought it. And then the next day, he said, the guy that was there is like, hey, we have another case, which is 6 bottles. We're going to put out tomorrow morning. I was like, oh, okay. So I came back the next night, and all 6 bottles were gone again. So
No way.
yeah. So I think there's one of those things, it's just one of those things that when they come around, that people just grab them because they're becoming more and more scarce.
Right.
But yeah, so if I, you know what, I'll pour some samples for you and Christina, and then that way you can try it. And if you like it, then the next time you see a bottle, you can grab it. If you don't like it, then you're not going to waste $90.
Right.
So, so let's see. Let's see what does Steve has. Yeah, for some reason, like Steve says this is another one. Yeah, Casey, JD didn't like the Knob Creek 99 120 proof. Yeah, it's not. I like a regular KC9 more than the 120 proof, but I just bought it because I like Knob Creeks, and it's still good. But best bourbon hunting that he's seen so far is Central Coast of Cali. Great bottles on the shelf being that they drink wine. Yeah, so like once you get above Ventura, I've heard that there's a lot of really good places to go hunting and stuff. And I thought about
it's all spread out.
Yeah. So because if you go out to like Oaks Liquor, which is on the north side, just south of Ventura, that's like the last kind of like really big liquor store out that way, and it's rather expensive for most of the stuff that they have there. But like even in Frisco, like people would think, oh, Frisco it's so expensive, but there's a lot of like honey holes in freaking the San Francisco area, like just small hole in the wall liquor stores that got some really good stuff, and it's not that bad. And then you got like I want to say it's in Pittsburgh. No, it's not Pittsburgh. It's I'm trying to think, but like Rocco's is up there. I want to say Don's Liquor's up there. So there's a lot of stuff up there in the coast and up in Northern California. One of these days,
so you don't go through the farm fields.
The who?
The farm fields.
The farm fields. Going up through Central California through.
Bakersfield?
Bakersfield, Turlock, all that stuff like that. No, I don't really. When I worked for Intel, I trained in San Jose and I stayed a lot in the Stockton, Fresno area with friends that worked at Intel. I'd go hang out with them at their houses and everything else. And I spent time in Gilroy and some of that while I was up there. But that's way before I started drinking this bourbon journey. But I don't spend a whole lot of time in the central part of California. My brother actually, for his job, he spends a lot of time up there, and I've always told him, I said, hey, if you're ever somewhere and you see this bottle, and like I give him pictures. He's like, he doesn't drink alcohol at all. He's like Mr. freaking like straight edge. And he's like, well, I'm not buying that shit for you. I said, I don't want you to buy it for me. I just want you to send me a picture back from where it's at. And I'll have somebody get it, or I'll go get it. So, but,
my understanding, I have a friend that told me there's a gas station off the 57 in Bakersfield that they're still selling plants for like $70.
yeah, it's still 20. It's still 20. Still freaking like $10, $15 over MSRP. But yeah, 70. But it depends on if you're a plants person or not. Else. Yeah. Well, that's the thing too.
I told them, hey, take a picture of the shelf, show me what else they have. Never got the picture from them.
Yeah.
I need to go over there myself. I just don't feel like going to Bakersfield.
So the new Angels cast strength drops in Washington tomorrow. Hey, Bourbon Baller. Well, actually, Baller probably already knows this because he's in the industry. But I say, you can go to places like Bevmo, Total Wine, and everything else, and for significantly less than freaking paying for a cast strength for a wooden box, you can get a 107 proof, 118. I've seen north of 118 for the Angels Envies. Yeah, yours is the Bevmo. This is what is yours? 1077 or?
Yep.
Yeah. But I just saw one at Total Wine the other day. It was like 114.
Really?
So, yeah. So it's like, significantly less. But, I mean, the Angels Envy cast strength they're good, but I just don't – I don't know. I don't really need to go chase after Angels Envy that much. So, yeah. But to each his own. Drink what you like. Let's see. Redemption 95.5. What? So Redemption's a great bottle. There's also a Redemption Rye 95.5 10-year. Okay, I'll keep my eye out for that one. Let's see, what's this other one? Older MGP is going to be harder to find at a reasonable price. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the other than a few people who already have either have barrels that they're blending with some of that, a lot of that older stuff's is definitely, that's why everybody's now advertising that they're doing 6-year or 7-year MGPs. That the stuff that's in this bottle is 6-year MGP. Well, a year ago it was 12-year MGP or 13-year. So yeah, the ultra age stuff's kind of going to disappearing because of the fact that hey, they're going to put it in their own product. But also certain people, Aaron Chepnick talked about it with Smoke Wagon. He does have. There are going to be people that are still going to be getting some of the older MGP products still because they have that agreement with MGP already. But he still says he's still going to be getting some of, not as much, but he does still have stuff coming in that will go into special blends and blah. So I'm thinking there's going to be probably start being like a yearly release of rare and limited, and it'll all be like ultra age freaking MGP. So, hey, what's up, Independent Joe? Isaiah, how you doing?
Independent Joe's in here.
Yep. Joe's
Tell him, come on.
actually, he did. He changed his name, right? His name is A Salted Pretzel.
Nah.
Oh, you don't
Why
watch.
you
Oh,
do that?
you don't watch the turds, do you? Shelf
No.
turds. Oh, okay. It's
I watched the shelters, but ever since whatever happened and they changed their name, I haven't.
Oh, it's still the shelf turds. It was what it was that they're so
The storm, right?
they kind of plateaued. No, they kind of plateaued on subscribers, and they were kind of just like flatlining when it came to like subscribers and Patreon and everything else. So David said that, hey, some of these other channels have actually changed their name and kind of sparked another freaking run of subscribers, whatever. And he's like, I'm just going to change the name to Whiskey Channel, the whiskeychannel.com. Right. And he actually bought it and everything else. And it was, to begin with, he goes, I'm just going to try this. And it was kind of a joke, but then it became just a run. It's now they just keep on going with it. They're still the shelf turds, just that they have that. Yeah. They changed the name of it or whatever. But there's the joke that Kira talks about two pretzels walking down the street. One was assaulted. And so Joe last week on the stream, he came on and did this whole thing about how that joke was keeping him alive, and he was in a salted pretzel costume, and his name was A Salted Pretzel. So it's a joke with Joe.
Right.
Joe's the bomb, dude. He's so freaking funny. I love that man. Yeah, Isaiah's is from out here too. Is out here too.
From Cali?
Yeah, he's from Isaiah's. I want to say is
Richie Z too, right?
Well, Richie Z is up in Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh, California, up there by Bay Area.
Okay.
And then see, so I'm trying to think who else is out. Well, we already know Big Vic's out here. Tito's out here. There's a lot of Whiskey Fancies are in Orange County.
Really?
Yeah, Eric Waite was in San Diego, but he moved. I don't know where he's at now, but I think he's still somewhere here in California. And then you already know because you're friends with him already. Bourbon Bites. He's here in Southern California. There's a lot of
Bubble Bath Bourbon too.
Yeah, Bubble Bath Bourbon's up in Central California also. I'm trying. I don't remember. I have his address somewhere for something from old. He sent me I won a bottle of Old Tub or something that he sent me when I first started this whole bourbon thing, and I have his address somewhere. But he's in Central California, and then dang, somebody else is in Bakersfield. But there's a lot of people on Instagram that are Southern California and stuff too. A lot of groups, but yeah. And then Steve Burkow, he's in the Pomona area, but I guess he's moving, so I don't know if he's still in the Pomona area. Because did you ask me a question about Mission Wine and Spirits? I could swear the other night on Sunday you asked me about Mission Wine and Spirits. Yeah.
Have you caught me between the stream? I ain't gonna remember. Oh, Mission.
Oh yeah,
it sounds familiar.
Isaiah's is in Moreno Valley.
Okay.
So, is Joe going to El Cerrito? He wasn't on earlier to see if he would do a meetup at El Cerrito, but Joe has his own schedule. I will reach out to. I will send out when Ruben texts me. I'll send out a bat signal to Tito, Vic, and anybody else that wants it. Isaiah. Even,
I ain't bringing samples. I'm just going to bring the bottles in. Whoever shows up, we have a
But yeah, there's got now that things are not getting back to normal because they still have never gotten back to normal.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something pretty soon with getting together, doing
We
something.
we got to do a SoCal thing.
Yeah, definitely. But it's also the other thing is too is that freaking like Stall was supposed to come out and then it got delayed because of COVID or whatever, and so that's kind of like what I've been waiting on too. Is that when Stall comes out, it'll be a lot easier to get people to be able to.
Hey, can I tell you something?
Sure.
The first person I ever kicked as a wrench was Mike Stahl. I was said Birdman wrenched me. I said, "All right, what's my first duty?" He says, "Kick Mike Stahl." Bam, done.
Hey, William Davilar, what's up?
William Davilar.
That's freaking awesome. Freaking, I wouldn't expect him to be at. Well, it's only midnight, or no, sorry, he's only an hour ahead of me. Oh, an hour ahead of us. He's in Idaho, so it's only 11. So, but
still,
yeah. Oh, he's moving. He's moving. Poor. Well, Steve, you chose to move to San Fernando Valley. He says he's in. Oh, sorry, he's in Pasadena. He says he's
moving to San Fernando.
He's moving to the San Fernando Valley. Yeah.
Tell me the Van Nuys side. Northridge.
I'll say because if anybody was close to the 14 in the the LA side of the 14, freaking Ruben could just come hang out because he's just down the street.
Oh no, I'm just trying to tell you, don't go in dead center San Fernando because you ain't gonna wake up with your whiskey.
Oh, that's funny. Oh man. So how long have you been out there?
In Palmdale?
Yeah, in Palmdale.
Moved out here when I was 13.
So basically what you're saying is that's why you choose to live in Palmdale.
I came out here in 1988.
Okay.
When Gibson hit the home run. Yeah.
So wait a second. So prior to that, you're from California, right? Or are you from
San Fernando?
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't even go back to San Fernando myself. Trying to get out of Palmdale, but the wife won't leave.
Yeah, well, she's been there. Wasn't she raised there too?
No, Simi Valley. Hence
Simi Valley.
why there's little Mexicans in Simi Valley.
Simi Valley. Ugh.
Or Slimy Valley. I mean, depending on how you look at it.
Oh, so Independent Joe is driving. Have a great night, everyone. Well, good night, Independent Joe. And if you're driving,
Cheers.
How are you texting emojis there? Excuse me, sir. Voice to text doesn't work for emojis.
You got caught.
No, so Joe, if you're driving, does that mean you're on your way back from Central Valley or you're headed up to Central Valley? Because Joe spends a lot of time in like the Bakersfield area. Yes, I think his son lives up in that area, so he'll go up there and go to a concert or go up there just to hang out.
So he should know about that damn little gas station off the 57 or whatever.
As a matter of fact, he probably wasn't driving until you said the little gas station on the 57. He's like, I'm on my way.
Hey, I seen pictures, and of course that was when I was still a beginner, but that when I was a virgin beginner. The whole back of the counter, just nothing but bourbon. So it's interesting what they might have there.
Yeah, it's my thing is that
They're shelves of plywood. All right. That's all it is. Sheets of plywood. Put up. Stack the bottle.
Oh, so he says that he's moving to the Steve Burkow says, let's see, here it is right here. He's moving to the family home in Sylmar. The house is safe at Ruben. You'll be just up the road from me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so it's one of those things where it's like, I think it'd be really cool to do a, like, I mean, I could say summer, but not a whole lot of people would want to do it during the summer because it's too hot. But freaking, I grew up at 115 dry heat.
Right.
But I wouldn't mind, like, sometime during the summer and just like end of summer putting together something where it's like a road trip, like a 5 or 6 days of doing like just doing a roundabout, just doing going to
somewhere and coming back.
Yeah, or just going from here, going to like Vegas, going through Vegas, doing a little hunting and stuff, going up to Utah and seeing Shits and those guys, then going back, going over, and then coming back around down through California, through the central part of California, like come like say go the north end of the Big Bear of what you call it?
Wait,
Truckee. Like go up through Truckee and stuff, and then go across Truckee, and then come down through like the 5 down through the center of the state, and just start.
Stanley, you're gonna want to go out to Arizona, up to Utah, come through Vegas, up to Central California, back down.
Okay, either way, but I like to do a road trip where I can do it.
The way you were doing it was.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I just like to do something where it's just nothing but like a whole week of just the reason I'm going is to go hunt. And I just happen to be running into people that I know that'll go hunting with me and stuff along the way. And maybe somebody that wants to jump, to go on the hunt and just do the whole trip or whatever. But
right.
I mean, my dad doesn't drink, but maybe a beer here. And he's a Remy. Used to be like a Remy Martin guy. When I was younger, but I mean, I could just tell him, hey, you want to do it? You want to do a road trip with me? I'm going to go looking for whiskeys. You can go fly your rail control planes at all your little friends' freaking fields.
Right.
He'd be like, okay, cool. Let's do it. Let's go.
I'm going to stop here, Dad. Well, son, you got to stop there next.
Or, one of those things where it's like, hey, throw a vehicle behind it or whatever, like get a little tow dolly behind his motorhome, and then just get a little car so that when he pulls into where he's going to go fly his planes, I can just go, you'll be here for a few hours. I'll be back in a little bit. What's up, Y Paint Chain? Freaking, let's go get some freaking or whatever. But wishful thinking. I mean, hopefully, I'm hoping to be able to go do some meetups.
Talks like that. We all need to get together, chip in, rent the RV to do that trip.
Yeah,
I
think that Christine. But I think that Christine would end up freaking killing all of us.
Yeah. But she would say, I'm going and I'm driving.
Because she would sit there. She would go, why are you guys corrupting my husband? You got him passing out on streams.
Why you got to bring that up, man? Come on.
No, I think the thing I thought was funny about that was like last week when you weren't coming on until they basically kept on telling you, we promise we're not going to let you bottle chug. You can't bottle chug. We won't let you.
What I do? What I do?
You still did it, but it was of your own. You did it on your own, so therefore,
oh man,
they are not responsible for that.
Here's the crazy part. I don't remember that shit. And when my wife told me the next day, I said, I don't remember it, so it didn't happen. She says, I thought you say that, so I recorded it. Oh God. Oh. Oh. I could have drowned in my own throw up. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
So I kind of stood away from Mike and Adam for that, not because of her, because of me. It's like, you know what? Let me just stay away for a minute. You know? So when I went on the other night, it was like, okay, we're good.
Yeah, the whole bottle chug thing with them now is kind of not. It's not like when the beginning where everybody was doing, everybody's like doing it multiple times, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't want to do it, they're not gonna. They'll prod you for a little bit, but freaking they're not. It's not. It's gotten a lot more tamer over the last couple months. So.
Now see here, my rooster feathers came out. I bottle chugged. I'll show you 3 bottles I chugged that night on that stream. Let me put them in order. What was the first one? Shit, I can't remember the first one.
I couldn't tell you because I actually wasn't there that night. So,
but I know it's something I love, so it had to be a Buffalo Trace product, probably freaking B.H. Taylor small batch. And then it went to, I got Blue Spot.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it went to, I got Angel's Envy store pick.
Yeah.
Hence why only that much is taken. And honestly, I only took that much.
Yeah.
I've had this pour since. That was the last bottle. I don't remember it. My wife told me, you opened up the Angel's Envy. We were supposed to do it as blind. I said, shut up. No, I didn't. I went, sure shit, I opened up the Angel's Envy. So, yeah. I had to stay away from them myself for a little bit. Now it's like, okay.
Yeah, William, I'm not saying that they've ever forced anybody to do it. They just and if you say no, they're not gonna. I mean, I've said no before. Like I like they've reached. Like Mike has sent me a text saying, "Hey, we're gonna go. You gonna come on tonight?" And I'll tell him, "Well, no, because I'm not drinking." He goes, "You can still come on." It's like, okay, I'll come on. No, they're just fun. They're fun guys. They're amazing freaking.
They're fun guys. And they had me show the size of my balls.
Yeah.
Hence why I freshly popped 3 separate bottles. Okay?
Yeah.
And it's like, it was my fault. It wasn't their fault. It was my fault.
Yeah.
You know? I need to learn better self-control when I go on their show, and that's why I stood away.
Hello, Michelle.
Michelle, how you doing?
She just wanted you to know that she was in that live that you got that you did those. Yeah,
so
and then
remembers all that.
Yeah, and then William said, "I never had an issue with him telling them." Yeah, I know that William, and they're like I said, they're freaking the two of those guys do so much, and I mean, Adam. I think that the only other person I know that puts out as many samples to people as Adam does is on the screen with me right now. And then the other person that sends, I mean, there's a lot of people that send out a lot of samples, but I know Adam is sending samples out like constantly, and then like Jeffrey Wack and then Ruben here sends out a crap load of samples.
I would love to send out more, but just can't afford it.
Yeah, it's not like you have a freaking job that pays you like $150,000 a year or anything. So freaking,
no, that's my son. That's my son.
Well, what's your son do?
He's an engineer. I told him, if you want to live like your dad, finish high school and call it good. If you want to live better, spend 4 or 5 more years of your life and make a better life.
I'm gonna have a little John J. Bowman.
I did a damn move. I swirled it and shot it out.
See, we have all been there. Poor choices. Yeah. Cheers, Michelle.
How many people in here, Stan?
Because of my stupid freaking computer throws up a thing. Let's see. There's 9 right now. There's 9. There's been a consistent.
Has everybody hit that like button?
I have 13 people that liked it, but there's 11 watching now. But there was at one time there was 17 people that were watching, and I already had 13 likes at that time. But
right.
There's been a few people that jumped on, just haven't hit the like button. So if anybody hasn't seen it or hasn't been invited to it on Facebook, tomorrow night, Women of Whiskeys, she's doing their charity stream.
I'll try and come in.
What's that?
I work Wednesday nights. So I always miss them.
Yeah.
But I'll try and come in on my lunch break and do something.
So she's doing the charity stream tomorrow. The details are on. We're all members. I think all of us are members of Hot Buttery Rolls, the Bourbon Junkies on Facebook. She's posted those on Facebook already with the bottles that'll be given away, the different prize packages. Bourbon Junkies, if you're part of the Bourbon Junkies Facebook page, if you go on there and look at her last post, she throws everything down for what's going on tomorrow night. I myself personally, I won a bottle of Hancock's from HBR last Saturday. I donated that directly to the stream. So Chris will be sending that out to whoever wins it, in my quote unquote in my name, but whatever. People are like, well, why'd you give away Hancock's? They're so hard to find. I mean, I actually got people that texted me, why are you giving that away? Because I already had one. Well, see, so this is the deal, right? So if anybody knows me at all in general, if I've had it or I have it already, even if I'm almost out of it, like this Hancock's bottle right here, right? I've had it. I was lucky enough to get it for $50, the price it's supposed to be,
right,
when I got it, right? But there's people out there that are going to be on that stream tomorrow night that have never had Hancock's, that are going to donate money. They're going to be able to get their chance, and I'm hoping that whoever wins it, that there's a possibility that person's never had it, and so therefore I'll pay it forward. So I won it on the stream. I threw down like $20 or whatever. I won a bottle that's worth way more. Pay it forward. I just went ahead and just donate it directly. And then I'm also donating whoever wins, I'll need to get their address or whatever, so I can direct ship from Agent or a bottle flight. It's a case that has 4 rubber. They're glass bottles that have a rubber coating, a rubber holder, that are 2-ounce sample bottles, so that you can put together a blind flight. So like if I'm going to go visit you, right, I can do a blind flight, put it inside there, take it with me, and boom, and then I can write. It's got a marker that writes a glass marker that writes on the glass, so you can write down what it is, so you know what it is and everything else. So you can do blind flights or whatever. So, and it comes with a case. It comes with a marker for 2-ounce sample bottles. So
They're
I'm
2.5.
donating that. Huh?
They're 2.5.
Oh, 2.5. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I'm gonna be doing that, and yeah. So then I'll just go ahead and be ordering it and direct shipping it from Agent or, and if somebody already has it or they don't want that particular thing and they want something else from the agent or whoever wins it, I'll discuss it with, but that's what my plan is, to give that away. So it's Michelle and William have been there like a lot of y'all from the beginning, and they helped me through a lot of stuff, and William has called me randomly just to see how I'm doing. We've talked a few times, and so I'm just glad to help out. Those two are the bomb. Let's see. Okay, 3 ounce is what I just. If you look through the little window that's on the side, it goes to 2 ounce, and then there's like a
I believe when the Bourbon Junkies talked about it, it was a 2.5 ounce quart.
Yeah, 2.5, 3, 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that I just I like to because of things in the past, I am not personally going to be giving away things that I need to mail out from like a bottle from my house or whatever that I need to mail out. So when she put this up, I was like, oh well, Agent or I can just order directly from them and they can direct ship it. I could do it all like right there that night or whenever I get the addresses, and then it's out of my hands. It's taken care of. Because for right now, until I get the hour work situated, I get back on doing videos and everything else. Once I get all that stuff going again, I might go back to doing it again. Like this, I told myself I wasn't going to do another live until forever, just be on other people's lives. But a bunch of people just kept on telling me in the chats that I was on in 21090 and some of that I needed to go ahead and go on. So I was like, okay, screw it, I'll go on. And I said I'd be on for an hour, and we're going on 2 hours right now, and people are still actually watching. What the hell? So
cheers, Stanley.
Cheers. And you know what? Thank you for coming on, and actually, me having somebody to talk to makes a big difference. I probably would have only lasted an hour if you hadn't come on to talk to me. But and if there's anybody else that wants to say anything, you can always jump on also. That's still pinned at the top. But yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand. What's that?
I missed you. Oh, I was happy to hear you were coming on tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I've been out of the loop for a while. I've been just doing a little, I've been I pretty much kept myself to doing specific things like Cheech, doing jumping on with Cheech when I can. I kind of got really like a fire lit under me when Marty from Whiskey Knows reached out to me and said that 21090 was doing this live stream a few weeks ago where they were talking about guitar players and blah, 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 whatever. And that he wanted me to go ahead, and I came on his live stream earlier, the pregame, and he's like, hey, jump on that with 21090 tonight, and we'll get on there and we'll talk about some music. And then all of a sudden it was, man, you know a lot about this hair metal and everything else. So, hey, why don't you come back next week? And so, and I was kind of like that was my original thing was talking about music and whiskey. I got away from it, got too involved in stuff I shouldn't have been involved with, just needed to do what I wanted to do to begin with. and just talking about music and everything else. I was like, kind of like lit a fire under me. So I was like, yeah, I got to come back. I got to do this. And so, and I think I've announced this a couple times, but I am starting a podcast starting March 1st. It's going to start out like a half hour once or twice a week, talking about music, well, rock and metal music, and talking about whiskeys. And then maybe it'll work into like an hour. And once it gets to like the hour point, I think that's when it'll become a YouTube video along with the podcast. But I just want to try it out, see how it's going. All the details will be obviously out before then, but so would it be okay to plug this link for the charity that means so much to me? So, oh yeah, I don't know why I haven't done it. Well, I haven't been around for a while. So, all right, hold on. There you go. There you go, Michelle. And then, unfortunately, Ruben, I would have made you a mod too, but you haven't put anything in a while. So,
well, I'm on my phone. When I do this, I'm on my phone. When I'm on my legs, I'm on that piece of shit laptop I have.
Okay. There's a couple more people that became mods. If anybody really wants to be a mod, just say something. I have no problem doing it. I'm not gonna do a. Yeah, I just told you. We'll take care of that at some point in time. That's funny. Man. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I gotta be a smartass.
You're such a funny guy. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Guess what, Bourbon Beginnings?
What's that?
You are a moderator because I went back far enough. The chat there hasn't been that much. There hasn't been that much of a chat, so I went back to the beginning of the chat when you were actually. I just made you a mod. So, yeah, so now you're a mod. So yeah, Michelle, you can do that. Good. Michelle, William Davilar, Deathless Dogs. You guys are all moderators, and Ruben, and then anybody else that wants to be a moderator. Steve, I don't think you do moderator stuff, so that's why I didn't automatically do it. Oh, speaking of Starlights, Steve, I'm gonna pour. You know what? You just reminded me. I'm gonna start pouring I'm gonna start doing some sample stuff where I'm gonna start pouring multiple samples so that when I do meet up with people, I already have them poured, so I can just grab them and go. And Ruben you'll get one of these too. It's so
What's
anybody. So it's just a regular Starlight single barrel bourbon, but this is a pick from Brownwater Select, which is VA Bourbon Hunter, Whiskey Throttle 1126, and oh gosh, his wife. They got a small groups, like 4 people. They're on Instagram, but they're really good people. They're the hunters. They're the guy. They're actually a group that actually goes and drives to like Kentucky and stuff, and goes on hunts for people. Like people send them, well, I'm looking for this bottle. You know, if you come across this, please contact me type situation. They're probably kind of part of a group with like Sleepless Kimmy. And I used to be, when I was hunting all the time, I used to be with them and stuff like that. But like, but they go out hunting and stuff. And they decided that as they got more and more popular or more people following them, that there's people that don't get picks at reasonable prices.
All right.
And so they start doing picks. And so like, I can't remember like this, I want to say this Starlight, when they put the pick out, was like $80, which was reasonable for a Starlight pick. But they try to keep the prices down and not take they're not taking big chunks of money for themselves type situation. So kind of like the way Heavy Bourbon is, where he does a lot of his, him and Bourbon Jeeper, a lot of these, what's it called? The Dram Code, which is a Southern California group. So yeah, they
Interesting.
yeah, so
Interesting.
yeah, so there's a whole
I
like
have 2 starlights up there, Stanley.
which
I get a
okay.
sample of that. I'll give you 2 samples of that.
Okay, if one of them is from Drew P Whiskey, don't bother. I've already had it and I don't like it. Is one of them Drew P Whiskey?
No,
Okay, because
bourbon junkies.
because he did this rye.
Both of them are bourbon junkies.
Okay,
The cognac is one, and the other one is the what the hell is that thing?
were they picked?
It's,
Were they
it's
picked by? Were they picked by Dan or Sean?
I think they were picked by both. Those were
Okay,
picked by both.
as long as Sean agreed, as long as it was one,
Right?
Sean was in agreement,
Yeah, no. I'll bring those.
You're like, I think if I ever wanted like a sample of a bourbon junkie, and like say, hey, you know what? I kind of want a sample of a bourbon junkie's freaking pick. Hey, I'll just go ahead and call Ruben because I think he has them all.
I don't have them all. I missed out on a few either because I forgot. Like the last one, the Rebel Yell, it was a surprise drop. By the time I knew it and went on, it was gone. Or
Yeah, he posted that. Okay, so he did the surprise drop and did the Patreon thing, and he did like a really quick freaking lens or whatever it was. And by the time I saw the lens an hour later, it was too late.
gone. Yeah. Fuck damn. Well, I'm gonna contact fucking Sean and tell him, hey, break that damn shadow box I made.
So Steve, keep an eye out on El Cerrito's the group, because I believe that Jazz has a Starlight coming out sometime in the next month or two.
El Cerritos?
Yeah.
Really?
I think I haven't talked to Jazz in a few weeks, but I know that he was talking when we talked last month when I went down there. He was saying that he was going to be doing Starlight pick, and that once he does the pick, it'll be like a really quick turnaround for the bottles. So
let me know. I'll have my son go get me one.
Are you part of the Cerrito group on Facebook?
Didn't know they had a group.
Okay. I'll do it when I get a chance, I'll do an invite to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my nephew's out in Florida. You know that. You talk to him.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to send you those Blue Note bottles.
Yeah, I've already talked to him about you. So you just need to talk with him, and you guys work your thing.
Okay.
All right.
No problem. As long as Jay's cool with it, I don't want him to do anything that he doesn't.
No, he's cool. I let him know. Stanley's an up guy. Don't
cool.
Don't worry about Stanley. So.
Yeah, they that's the thing too. William Davilar just said it. Jason from Mash and Drum has a lot of picks coming out. Yeah, it's really weird. They have that they put out that Sagamore picture for their Sagamore pick that's coming out soon, and then they did the hint. Are you Patreon for Mash and Drum too, or
no?
Or okay. So
I'm only a Junkies and hot buttery rolls. And
so
I need to get a hold of him. He doesn't announce his drops. At least I don't notice his drops like the Junkies do.
Oh no, they don't. But the thing that he'll say if you're on the live, if you watch him on Saturday, he'll say something Saturday. He'll be like, "Oh, by the way, this is going to drop this week."
Because every other Saturday I can watch him.
Yeah. Okay. So if you on your phone, are you Android or Apple?
Android.
Okay. So if you go for the Google Play and you type in hops, scotch, and vinery. There's an app for hopscotch and vinery. And what you do is you go to, when you download the app, you go to, I'm trying to think. I'll send you the information for like which store. There's 2 stores. It starts with the F. It's like on some road that starts with the F. I'm trying to think what it is, but it's in Odessa, Texas. And what you do is anything that's more, you just type in HSV and it'll bring up all the HSV picks. And then just text Hot Buttery Rolls, text Chris and ask him which HSV picks are his. And then once you type HSV in there, you can go to those picks and buy it. And then you just put pick up by Hot Buttery Rolls. And then Chris will pick it up and send it to you.
See, I need to do that because I want to know, is his shit better than Junkies?
Haven't had anything from him yet. I'm getting ready to. As a matter of fact, this Friday I'm going to order. See, I have a 6-year tumbling dice that I got from El Cerrito, and he has a 6-year tumbling dice that just came out like in the last couple of weeks. So I want to get it to compare it to Jazz's because I know Jazz's is freaking the bomb. So I'm like, I want to compare it. But he also has the Wilderness Trail. He still has a few of the Wilderness Trails still left. I think is the Weeded Whiskey. But he has like a Senator MGP, Senator Ted Booz pick.
If I ain't mistaken, he just dropped the Doc Swinson.
Yeah, this week.
Yeah.
And they also have coming up here in the near future, they have a gold label, the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof, the gold label store pick.
I'll definitely get that.
Yeah. So I just lost the, wait a second. So many different Starlight options out. Yeah, there's a lot of Starlight options out there, but yeah. So I think Will Davilar has had some of his stuff, but they got like a 4 Roses. I know that there's a 4 Roses pick coming from Mash and Drum. See, I'm trying to think what else I got. Yeah. So they had a cryptic message. They had a cryptic message on Patreon, and all it was coming soon. Stay tuned. New something special in the works, and it's got 4 long stem roses on the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, I wonder what it is. So yeah. So and then that's a Mash and Journey. They've got a Sagamore pick coming out. I know they got a Peerless, like William Dowler said, a Peerless and a 4 Roses pick.
Chris listen to damn 4 Roses. I'm not a big fan. I haven't found the one I like, I could say. I only got 3 recipes.
Yeah, so I have. Okay, so me, myself, and JD have the same bottle, because I went and got it. I went and actually got it in Palm Desert at Bristol Farms. I saw it. I told him that there was one at Bristol Farms, and he says, "Can you grab me one?" Then I hand delivered it to his wife, and then it's in his bar at his house, and I'm not a 4 Roses. I don't really like 4 Roses all that much, but I'm not going to pass. I mean, I went ahead and I never had one of these single barrels, so I got it. It's not bad. I mean, I've drank some of it. It's not bad, but I'm not like I said, I'm not really a 4 Roses person. Now, saying that, I would like to try one of their LEs or one of their like specialty, like the. Like I said, that 4 Roses LE that's really hard to find. I wouldn't mind trying it, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get it.
If you stumble across it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so William Davilar says the Peerless pick is pretty awesome. Yeah, I was gonna sit there. I didn't read the second line until just now, and it says, I might be biased because I've helped pick it. Because I said I'm sitting trying to think, like, wait a second, the Peerless pick, isn't that the one that you did, William? Yeah. So that's funny. But then again, he likes Eagle Rare, so I like Eagle Rare, so we're good, William.
Hey, got a question for you.
Sir?
Eagle Rare store picks. Where do I find them out here?
Okay, so unfortunately in Southern California, a few stores get them regularly throughout the year. Right now, the only place I know that has an Eagle Rare store pick that I know has it in stock is Rocky Liquor in Claremont. And I don't know what the price is. He just sent me a message saying that he got them. Let's see. I would give you a store pick, but unfortunately, I'm giving the last one's already promised to somebody. Because last year, what I did was there was a big drop, a big Southern California drop, where everybody got their drop on the exact same day.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like almost like an overabundance. So they were all kind of like in this Orange County group where they all kind of like talked to each other, and they all went to this thing where you could buy a case, but only one case.
All right.
But you could buy it at $39.99 for per bottle. So I dropped $240. I went to a place called Royal Liquor, down in Orange County, and I bought a case of store picks. And then the next day, so they were for one day they were $39.99. The next day they went to $70.
Oh,
so
shit.
Yeah. So I went and I bought a case. I walked out of the store. Then I walked back into the store and bought a second case. He's like, well, you just bought a case. I can't sell you another one. I said, this is a completely different transaction. And he's like, well, yeah, what are you going to do? Sell them? I'm like, no, actually, I'm giving these away.
Right.
I said, I'm going to keep 3. I'm keeping 2 or 3 for myself. And the rest of them will be giveaways to people on my channel or to friends that, don't have one. And this is before me and you started actually talking. Last year.
I got a bottle from you.
Yeah, I think you got that Royal Market bottle for me, right? I think.
I don't know.
Well, it's okay.
I got like 3 up there now.
Let's see. Yeah, it's either great. I think it doesn't have a Harley sticker on the back of it, does it?
No.
Okay, then it's the Royal, because the Harley sticker one is Great Press.
Okay.
So the only one that I've seen get put out was Rocky Liquor put out that he finally got his picks, his store picks. So I got to call him probably Thursday and see how much they are, and I might go try to grab some. But if I come across store picks and stuff, I'll grab a few of them, and then for like Eagle Rares. And then I have this isn't a store pick, but I still have my freaking my giant Eagle Rare bottle.
So I could have got a case of that twice already.
Oh, so
and now that I'm looking for a case, I can't find it.
So Chris Luddig, I guess I had won a bottle from Chris on a stream, and I didn't know it was a charity stream or something like that I was working. I don't know what the deal was. Just a second, Steve. I'll answer that question. And he said, "Hey, I'm sending you a bottle." It says, and Chris is, Chris. Everybody knows Chris is a good stand-up guy and everything else. He's like, "Hey, you won this from me. I'm sending it to you." I'm like, "Okay." So I'm like, "It's Eagle Rare." He's sending me Eagle Rare. I said, he goes, "No, it's I'm trying to think of what he said, what day it was. It was Black Friday. It was a Black Friday store pick or a Black Friday drop in Illinois or wherever the hell he's at. And it's actually a 13-year Eagle Rare. No store picked label or anything else, but the Black Friday bottles that were put out on that day were all one batch 13-year. So I got so he told me this is one of the Black Friday 13-year bottles. So I'm holding on to that one. I'll probably break it open. I'll end up pouring you a sample for it. I know I will. Rockies. Okay, so just so you know, Steve, Rockies is not in any way, shape, or form fairly priced, depending. If you're looking for allocated stuff at all, not even close. He gets 1, maybe 2 bottles of anything that's like blatantly allocated. Like he got 2 Stag Juniors and he immediately puts them up for $300 and sells them within like a day. I got my small batches from him for $39 a piece when he had them. Some things he's MSRP. A lot of stuff like standard offerings, he doesn't like jack a bunch of stuff up. His Alberta Premium was $69 when I bought one for a friend of mine. He's got, he doesn't have a whole big giant selection. He does have some like Scotch wise. There's not a whole lot of markup on his scotches other than if it's like the Jameson's Bow Street. It's a little high he's got it like at $250 and it's a $100 bottle. It's like $100 and something bottle. But in general, I mean, he does me good. I mean, he doesn't reduce prices a whole lot for me, but every once in a while the tax disappears. Stuff like that. When he gets a pick, when he's doing a pick, if I have to come in, he lets me taste it and give my opinions on what I think that which one he should pick and stuff. So, the guy that owns it's a good guy.
That's my nephew. He went to Cerritos and seen 3 barrels out in the parking lot. He walked in and said, "Hey, I want to buy one." They said, "Huh?" He says, "I want that barrel for my uncle." They're like, "No, we're letting this sit out there so the alcohol pours back out of it." I'm like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, so I don't know. Hey, look who it is. I guess he's done driving.
Who is it?
Who was driving earlier? Texting emojis. Independent Joe was.
Oh.
It's okay to text and drive only if you're doing emojis. Just
okay. Oh, okay. As long as it's emojis, but other than that, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
all right, guys. I'll be back now that he's here.
Okay. How you doing, Joe?
Pretty good. And yourself?
Things are getting better. I mean, I'm working a lot of hours and stuff, but where were you? You just out with the family doing stuff? And
no, I drove to Palm Desert to get a tater that they offered me, so I drove out there to get it.
A tater they offered you.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to think where you would go out in Palm Desert other than Bristol. Well,
Total.
Oh, okay. So they actually had something out there? Wow.
Well, they always email me whenever they have something, and I thought, what do you call those? Blantons would be good for a giveaway. So I said, fuck it, I'll just go pick it up.
So wait a second. So you drove from Temecula to Total Wine to pick up a Blanton's in Palm Desert. Now, anybody here that's not from Southern California knows that's an hour-ish drive or longer. Well, no, it's about an hour, right?
It's a little over an hour, but I wasn't busy, so I thought I'd just drive, go do something. I sent Ben a bottle I had picked up for him. So, he paid for it, but so I just sent it to him, and I thought, well, instead of just going right back home, I'll just take a little drive and go pick up that bottle because I only had a certain amount of time before I guess they don't let me have it. And for $65, you know, I don't know where you find Blanton's for 50, but as far as I know, they're like $65 around that price range. So
yeah, unfortunately,
I've never seen one for 50. I know you had said that earlier that because Ruben said he bought one for 70, and you said that's $20 over MSRP, but that's definitely not $20 over MSRP. I mean, probably from the distillery if you get it at the distillery, but
well, I mean, okay, so 59 is I made a mistake by it. It should be $10. When he said 70, it's like $10 over because 59 is MSRP, and I've got one bottle of Blanton's because it was when I was tatering when I first started this whole thing.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to be at a place down by the beach, and then they sold it to me. They sold it to me for 59.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But they gave it. I think they gave it to me for 59 because I bought an old Carter too.
Ah, got you.
So I bought an old Carter out of the case.
Then I stopped at a lot of little liquor stores on the way back, and man, those liquor stores on the way back really don't have too much.
But on the way back, are you talking like you went ahead and did the whole, what do you call it? I'm trying to think what it is.
From the 79.
Oh, so you went down through Hemet and all their stuff?
Yeah. And I mean, I didn't go to that one place. What's that one place? The
Mega Liquor Warehouse?
Yeah. I didn't stop there, but on the way, there was like little liquor stores off to the sides and stuff like that. So,
yeah, there's like when you're going down. Yeah, I know what you're talking about because there's all these other. I've done that same thing where I was like, well, man, there's a little liquor store with with a taco shop in it. I'll get me a taco and go do some hunting, and then it's like I got my taco where they don't got nothing. And then you go to the next one and go to the next one, and it's just yeah.
Yeah, they were. They actually had some BTEC stuff, but they were like way crazy price. Like I've never seen price like $1,000 for a stag, and that's crazy. They had a lot B for 2,000. So I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, what is it with this did all of a sudden lot B become the best freaking Pappy? Because I
don't know. A lot of people are saying it's pretty great, but from what I understood before, because I always passed on it. Now it's crazy priced. I always passed on it, but people were always saying that it was the worst one. So I was like, fuck, why get it?
Well, that's what I'm saying is because I've gone into some places that have Pappies and lot Bs, and the lot Bs are being secondary and everything else, but they're being $100 to $200 more than like an old Rip 10 secondary, and then a lot B is like I think the Rip 10 was like 900 at this one store I went to, and the freaking lot B was 13. And then the freaking Pappy, was it Pappy 15? I think it is. But there was a Pappy up there that was $1,100, but the lot B was more than the Pappy. I was like, that doesn't seem right. And then a bunch of people have been telling me that I don't know if it's just this round of lot B has been like some of the best stuff that they've had in a while. I'm like, okay. I still ain't going to pay that kind of money.
No.
Yeah, JD gets those 700s.
700s?
700 milliliters because he's in Europe for the Blantons. But he can I'm sure he can get those the French ones? I'm trying to think what the name of those things are. But
he is a 12-year.
Yeah.
They were Scott Paisley said Lot B is a 12-year. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he also put Lot B is not great if you get a chance to buy the 15. I'm not, literally, I can honestly tell you, I'm not paying $1,000 for any bottle of whiskey at any point in time, unless I won the lottery and I was a multimillionaire and I was going to just buy just to buy. But no, I don't care if I had a freaking credit card that had the money on it ready to. I'm not spending $1,000 on a Pappy or
good.
anything.
You shouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, I know. I'm just saying the only thing. I mean, the only thing I've even thought of paying more than 200 for, because like I got my old cartridge for like 189 and 199, right? So it's like pretty much retail. So I've never bought anything over 200. I don't think I'd have to go. No, I don't. I don't have anything.
Well, if you bought an old Carter, you probably paid more than $200 for it.
No, I actually still have the price tags on them. One was 189 and the other one was 199. So after tax, technically, I'm over 200.
There you go, $200.
But I'm not going to. The only thing I could think of that I would pay more than like say $200 to $250 for would be possibly a Parker's Heritage.
Possibly.
Yeah,
because you ain't getting for any less than that.
Well, I'm gonna say, but that's the only thing I would think of that I would want to get a hold of that would cost more than that. I mean,
wait. How much you paying for Parker's?
Well, cigar blend too. I mean, you're gonna pay around $250.
I've never even seen a cigar blend.
Parker's.
I've never even seen a cigar blend, and that's what's really weird. Is that I know that Cypress and I know that freaking there's a lot of places here that and they say, oh, we got it, and then it's like. Because Cypress just put one out. It was a few weeks ago where it was like a Magnus freaking trio. It was a regular freaking Magnus, Murray Hill, and a cigar blend for $399 for $499. Yeah, $399, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I just got my bonus. Maybe I'll pull the trigger on that because I do like the Murray Hill and I do like the regular Magnus and. It's probably the only way I'm ever going to get a chance to cigar blend. He only had I think he said he had 6 bundles and it sold within like 4 minutes before I could even sign in to try to buy it. It was already freaking gone. So,
yeah. Let's see. There's a lot of bottles over $200 mark. You can purchase. I mean,
yeah, but I was like,
easily over. I mean,
if I go secondary, yes, there's a bunch of them, but I'm thinking like in just general, like a whiskey or whatever that comes out at $200 or more dollars. There's not a whole lot of them, and there's none of them that really jump out at me and say, hey, maybe okay. I might go close to 200, but not over for. Well, I'm not going to do it for a barrel proof VH Taylor, even though I want one badly. Maybe 150 on something like that, but no one. Shit, you can't even find. You can't find them. You can't.
So
find
somebody
them
said, if somebody said, "Here's a cigar blend, you want to buy it for $250," would you buy it? That's without the bundle, so you're still saving $150.
Yeah.
So you're saying you wouldn't buy it?
Nope.
It would be really hard for me not to.
See, I never tasted it, Joe. I never tasted it. I've tasted the regular Mary Hill and Joseph Magnus, and to me, I like the Mary Hill more than the Joseph Magnus. So cigar blend. You're telling me I got to pay more? Let me taste it first.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
You know what? Truthfully, if I'll put it this way. If I had the money and I bought it, I wouldn't be upset that I bought it. But if I didn't buy it, I wouldn't be upset that I didn't buy it either. Because, I mean... because
the regular Joseph Magnus and the Murray Hill, you're looking at 150. So if you're going to buy a bundle for 400 and you tried to get on the computer and somebody offered you 250 to buy the cigar blend, that's still the same about the same price.
Yeah, and it's probably
It's
like
the
I
same
said,
price.
it's gonna
I paid 100 for each.
You paid 100 for a cigar blend?
No,
for
a Magnus and a Murray Hill.
Joseph Magnus and Murray Hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the same with me. Well, my Murray Hill was on a wink freaking deal, so my Murray Hill I got for way cheaper than I think it was 70. I got it for,
Oh,
and then
shit.
and then my Magnus I bought for 99 for 100, whatever. So yeah, but yeah, I mean that'd be hard to
It's
pass.
at Total Wine for 70 all the time, though.
Yeah.
Joseph Magnus is all the time. Now the Murray Hill, I believe, is at 99 at Mission all the time.
Yeah, well, okay, so with the cigar blend thing with the 250, if it was Darth Vader, I wouldn't even I would go ahead and eat bologna for the week and go ahead and get the Darth Vader because that's the new unit, that's the new Magnus unicorn is freaking it's Darth Vader. But I don't know, I've never had it before, and it's one of those things where I really would like to have it in my collection, but I know people that have it, and I just haven't been able to hook up with them to give it a try. Like John Whiskey Neanderthal, I know he has one. And there's a few people that I could reach out to for samples or whatever, but I don't really, if I get to, I get to. If I don't, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's not gonna kill me or anything.
Yeah.
I think because of my turkey,
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah, I think truthfully, the only thing right now that I kind of like still am mad at that I never got a chance to get a hold of or get a sample of, Russell's 13.
Never seen one. Never seen
that's
it.
to say, well, it's only
I got Wild Turkey 13.
Yeah, you see, I have it too. Yeah, there's a father and sons, right?
So there you go. It probably tastes pretty similar, except for the proof.
Yeah. But like the Russells, I mean, I'm a fan of the Russell stuff and everything else.
Yeah.
But like, and Wild Turkey stuff, that's that's one of my favorites. So, like, I didn't get to try the Russell's 13. I've gotten most of the turkey stuff. I've never had a what's called a Master's Keep bottle. I've never even tasted it. So, but that's only because as soon as Master's Keep hits out here, as soon as it hits, it's gone. And freaking, if it's not gone, it's automatically like a $300 bottle. And I'm like, it's not going to do it. I mean, did you see what, who was it? I think it was Burkow just got a Decades the other day for a good price.
I got a Decades. Just barely, they had it at Cerritos for a little bit.
So yeah, I guess next weekend, Ruben, on Friday afternoon, late in the afternoon, is going to be at Cerrito. I'm going to try to meet up with them if you're in the area, Mr. Joe.
Joe, where are you at?
I'm in the Marietta Temecula area.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you can't see his house on Google or anything else because it's underground. But freaking, when you say Marietta Temecula, that's a big area with a lot of parcels of open land on it. So you never.
It's like saying Riverside.
Yes, yeah, I live in Riverside.
I live in Riverside County.
Yeah, but
Steve, the what can be compared to cigar blend? I don't think there's any comparison. I think it's its own thing. It's just freaking good. Like it's hard to explain, and it's its own thing. I wouldn't compare that to really anything as far as I'm concerned. Couldn't.
Yeah. So,
how's it taste, Joe?
it's good. It's really good. I'll definitely pay because right now it's MSRP $200. I mean, that's I just found it on a bottom shelf. Well, I have a few, but the last one I bought, the six batch 69, just saw it on a bottom shelf somewhere in some store in where's that place? Escondido, and walked in, and then it was just sitting there, like they didn't know what it was, and it was marked for $199.99. So I just grabbed it, and I mean, I have batch 22, I believe, and then batch 50, and they're just consistently just full of flavor, just
Right.
really, you know. I don't know what she does to it. She puts crack in it, but Nancy knows what she's doing with those blends.
yeah. So, Scott Paisley says his dad grew up in Moreno Valley, and luckily he moved to Nebraska. Let's see.
Yes.
So
Yes, it is, Isaiah.
yeah, it's a finish because it's the base isn't the base is just regular Joseph Magnus, and then it's blended from there, right?
What's MGP blended and finished in a cognac cask?
Yeah. So yeah, so so Austin, so Bourbon Santa, he did this thing on finished whiskeys and everything else. And he does go through the explanation of cigar blends, and he tries to let you know that Joseph Magnus is the cigar blend, and a lot of these other places are doing these quick finishes and saying that it's a cigar blend because it has the nuances of cigar blend, but it's not cigar blend. He says that right now the closest thing that he knows of, that they're actually going through a full process of all the aging and stuff, is Starlight is working on a cigar blend right now that they're going through the whole process of doing the full blend and no additives and all other stuff like that, like some of these other cigar blends that have been coming out. It's a good video.
Nice.
Let's see. March Air Force Base. Let's see. Oh, he was a military kid. Okay. So, Joe,
Yeah.
do you know about this little gas station off the 57 in Bakersfield?
No, I don't hang out in Bakersfield. I heard you say I hang out in Bakersfield, but I drive through Bakersfield to get to my kids. But they're they're in the Central Valley.
So Stockton, Fresno.
Yeah, Fresno area. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fresno, Columbus area.
Oh, okay. They're located somewhere east of San Jose and freaking below freaking Sacramento and above Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So,
Near the vineyards.
The Grapevine.
That's near Bakersfield.
yeah, that's in Bakersfield, yeah. Oh, the old Grapevine. Freaking, I hate that I hate the 5 freeway through that place.
Yeah, been through there when they have a snowstorm and you can't really see through there. Driving through there, it's crazy.
Have you ever been there where okay, so snowstorm, I was there going through there one time on my way. The first time I ever went to Lake Tahoe, I went up the 5.
Yeah.
I went that way. Instead of taking 395 and coming back from Carson City I went the 5. It's snowing. I'm going
Did you say to Las Vegas?
No, to Lake Tahoe.
Oh, Lake Tahoe. Okay,
so, so then I'm going up and I'm going, doing the Gorman thing, and I'm getting up there. And as I'm getting up to the top of right there before the grapevine, I'm getting ready to come down, and the traffic stopped. And all of a sudden there's a diesel truck just going by everybody.
Wow.
I'm like, what the hell? What the hell is this guy doing? He's got his brakes locked. He's in the freaking, he's kind of gone off to the side to the, what do you call it? Like the embankment. Yeah. He's barely staying on the freeway and he's sliding on the ice with his brakes locked up down past everybody. And he made it, I think he made it like almost all the way to the bottom. And he ended up clipping another diesel truck. And it was like, I'm obviously impressed with the fact that he was able to stay on the shoulder and not wipe out a bunch of people.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there going, why is it, this guy's an asshole? And then you see that his wheels aren't moving. He's literally sliding on the ice that's in stuff. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah. That area is dangerous when it's snowing up there.
Yeah. So, well, I do have to be at work at 4:00 in the morning. It's 11:18. So I'm going to get a couple hours of sleep. But I appreciate the fact that you guys came on. I appreciate both of you. I got 20. Hey, at some point in time, 20 people watched it and they liked it. So
Nice.
the first time back, first time back in a long time, ended up being 2.5 hours instead of just an hour. Thanks a lot. Like I said, thanks to everybody for hanging out, chatting with me, you guys coming on and keeping me company so I didn't feel like a total idiot. And hopefully I get back in the swing of things to doing this a little bit more often.
You need to come back, Stanley.
The one question I do have for Mr. Independent Joe is, did you stop doing the Monday after shelf turds thing, or?
Yeah, I started Saturdays at 5.
Oh, okay,
and so I'm taking a break. I didn't want to say she's not here, so I didn't want to say anything, but it was because I was trying to be in solidarity with Lilith and her sobriety her forced sobriety. So, So I was just so I thought I'd take a couple of weeks also and not drink in her honor in front of people. At least I'm off camera I've tasted like this junk. Don't buy this junk. Whatever you do not.
I seen that bottle the other day.
I know what it is. It's Hirsch.
I know, but why? I'm just trying to figure out why my camera won't focus.
Because it's that junk.
Oh, it did. It focused just as you pulled it back. There you go.
There it goes. Yeah. This is MGP, but it's like, I don't know. It must be their trash MGP. So
I think it's only
bad.
Isn't it only like barely 4 years or something like that? Like it's
like 4 years.
Super young.
It's definitely 4 years. It doesn't taste like it's 4 years. And there's 6% 7-year MGP in there, which I wouldn't even know why they'd even put that on there. They might as well just leave that off. Nobody will even care what that other 6% is, They just put 94%, 4 years. It's 4 years. So.
We had a wooden spoon that we swirled around in a 7-year barrel and touched this.
Yeah.
But so because I know that everybody's raving about the yellow and black label Hirsch,
that's 13, all it's good for, JD.
For like the supposed 13-year MGP that everybody's been that everybody was trying to get or whatever. It supposedly was the Hirsch, these Hirsch store picks.
Oh, you mean the Willet? The Willet ones?
Oh yeah,
I
I'm
got
sorry,
two
the
of
Willet.
those.
That's what it was. The Willet ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I got two of those. Definitely. That's good.
Okay. Well,
Have you seen
someday,
them, Stanley?
huh?
Have you seen them?
I've only seen him at El Cerrito and High Times, and they were both because I've never tasted any. I'm not a Willet fan, but when they said Willet, I immediately went to rye. I didn't realize they were talking purple tops. I've never had a Willet bourbon, but at the time the price was just outside of my ability to buy at the time. So I was like, well, if it's here when I get my bonus, which is when I bought, I mean, that's what I've been doing is I've been kind of, if it's less than $50 and I can afford it, I grab it. If it's more than $50 and I don't touch it,
It better be good.
I hope it's there when I get my bonus, because I get a bonus every 3 months. When I get my bonus there, that's what it all goes to is buying bottles, because I'm trying to not spend all my money so I can actually eat something besides bologna and macaroni and cheese. But no, but
I got a sugar mama that feeds me, so I'm
yeah, I know you got that. And she likes whiskey too, so you good.
good.
But
Whiskey loving women.
yep. It's been in my freezer. That bottle's been in my freezer for over a year. That's funny.
Yeah, I got two of those, Steve. One of them's 122 proof, and the other one's 138 point something proof.
So what so did you get the one from Jazz?
Well, I got one from Jazz, which came in number 3 of my top 50 whiskeys. Cigar Blend came in number 1, and Blue Run 13.5 year came in number 2. So, but it could easily be number 1. That Jazz pick, you should have got that one. That one was really good.
I like Jazz is.
Don't rub it in, Joe.
I'm
not rubbing it in. He should grab it. At least put it on layaway or something.
Yeah, Jazz does do really good with picks. I mean,
yeah.
I didn't really like it, like the Yellowstone 83 or whatever it is, the regular bottle. Like I got a standard bottle and I really didn't care for it all that much. It was okay, but not great. I got his store pick of that Yellowstone 83, and I was like, holy freaking crap. Where does he find some of this stuff? That he's really, I like his picks. I got a couple of his Knob Creek picks. Yeah, JD has one of those at his house, and
yeah, he was asking me if I had it. I was just showing it to him.
Yeah, he was just wondering if it was worth he hasn't opened it yet, so he was just wondering if it was worth the price.
No, yeah, maybe it's good. It's good, but it's good. I'll just say it's good. I won't say it's worth that price, but it's good. I mean, I don't even know who the hell Wolves is. You know, I know it's a group, and they did was just buy barrels from MGP to add to this Willet. So that was their extent of their part in the Willet Wolves is getting barrels from MGP to mix with Willet. So, but it's good. I won't say it's. I definitely won't say it's worth the $200 that you have to pay to get it. I'd rather buy another cigar blend.
Yeah. So, Burkow says that his Hirsch's were from Beverage Warehouse and 139 proof. That's a little hot. All right, guys.
Not as hot as this one.
Oh yeah, your brain candy. You haven't even opened it yet. What the hell?
I'm not drinking right now.
Oh, that's right. You just did say that. My mistake.
All right,
156.
My phone's about to die. Cheers,
Cheers,
Steve.
brother.
Joe.
Cheers, brother.
Yeah,
Have a
let
good
me
night.
let me put a little bit of something in the glass since you're cheersing me. So Ruben, cheers. Thank you, friend. Joe. Thank
Cheers,
you again,
everybody in
everybody.
chat.
All right, guys.
Good night. And I don't know. Are you going to be trying to? Are you going to be there tomorrow night for Women of Whiskeys, there, Joe?
Yeah, well, I'm doing their giveaway. I'm tracking the thing, so
Okay. Well, then I'll see you in the chat.
yeah.
I'll try
right.
and show up. But
All right.
I'll be at work.
Okay, guys. I'll talk to everybody. I'll see everybody later. Good night, and as
Cheers,
always,
everybody.
see you
Have
on
a
the other
great night.
side.